Generally, people think of the Baton Rouge Food Bank, but we are really, truly the greater Baton Rouge Food Bank. We work in 11 parishes, the 11 parishes that surround and include East Baton Rouge Parish. If you take our 11 parish service area, when you look at people who are food insecure, who don't know from where their next meal will come, you're talking about a 20 million meal gap. After all of the federal feeding programs, after all of the SNAP, the food stamps, the TFAP, everything you can think of in those federal feeding programs, and the food that we distribute, we're still 20 million meals short from making sure that those people have 3 meals a day. So that's our focus. And with this facility, we are able to handle more product. We can handle it better and more efficiently so that we can focus on buying product. It's really about, we're simply put, we're about food, and that's all we focus on. We want the neighborhood organizations who know who's in need and who's not to be able to take advantage of what we can provide them. So our focus is to gather food, almost like a wholesaler, if you will, to gather food and to distribute that food to our over 120 member agencies who are in the neighborhoods, who are on the front lines of the battle of hunger, and get them the food and let them have the impact.
Like most people, the oil field is the center of gravity of all life down in Houma, Louisiana. And I was an oil field worker's son, the youngest of 5, and my old man died when I was very young, age 8, and it left us in a very impoverished situation. My mother tried her best working jobs as a server in restaurants to kind of provide for us. So that was always impressed upon me, the values of hard work and labor, and it impressed upon me the values of educating myself to never be in that situation again. It's ironic that having been so hungry in my youth, I now, in my adult life, am now hungry pursuing an education that'll prevent me from being hungry. So I've got a wife and 2 children. We didn't intend to be in such a desperate situation, but we have found a very solid sense of solace in the assistance that we've gotten from food banks. Isolation is a terrifying thing, especially when you're in a new town, a new city, and you're in a desperate situation. And if it was just me, it wouldn't be so bad. But I've got a wife and kids to think about, and they need me to know who to go to.
We serve over 300 families a month. We're there every Tuesday morning, and we were there from, well, we try to start serving a little before 9, but from 9 to 11 we're serving. Like yesterday, we had 71 families. Yesterday was our big family day. We have one family that has 9 people living in one house. We have a lot of singles and couples, elderly, but we have a lot of big families also.
Well, actually, they're serving people. And if somebody is in need of food, milk, baby food, or whatever, even clothing, they provide that for us. Type of gift. And they have a lot of love too for you. It's not just about getting all of the food, but they show a lot of love.
We just feel that we're there to service their needs, and that's what it's all about, servicing their needs. And they come in, not only do we service them on the physical side of it, but we also help them on the spiritual side. We have individuals that come in, they're hurting. We don't know what we're going to see when we come in, but whoever comes in, we take care of their spiritual and their physical needs.
I've been going there for a while at the food bank, and it's really been a blessing to me. And everyone is so loving, so nice, so kind. Because I'm a single parent, and I'm a senior citizen, so the food bank helps me because it carries me up through the month when I don't have money to purchase what I need, so the food bank helps me out, and I really thank God for the people. They are so nice.
This is real, that there are people out there, they say that we're not hungry, and we see in foreign countries where we've sent off to them and we help those that are hungry in foreign countries, so why not let charity begin at home?
There's this myth that the people that go there are stuck there and they're not going to go anywhere else, and creating this, it creates a dependency. But the truth of the matter is, especially for my family, this is a transitionary period. This is not what it's going to be for my family for the rest of their life, but what it impresses upon me and my family is that we've received, it's also important for us to give back too, because I'm not the only person in transition. There's other people in transition now, there's going to be other people in transition later, and they're going to need that necessary contribution, otherwise they won't be able to improve their station.
We rely on three things to be successful. We're sort of like a three-legged stool, and without any one of those legs, we have trouble and we won't stand. We rely on our donors for funding. We can make a dollar go a lot further than you can with a grocery purchase. We rely on our donors for food, but we also rely on our donors for their volunteer time, because we get the equivalent of 13 full-time employees from our volunteers. And we can't do what we do without that. We can't afford to hire 13 more people. So those three things are the keys, the basics of what we need to be successful. And without any one of them, we're in trouble.
My wife and I have been giving financially, and I retired a year and a half ago, actually about 2 years. And I always felt like you needed to give back through my Christian faith, and if not through faith, people should give back just civic duty, trying to lessen the cost for services so that the money can go directly to the food product.
There's a little group of us that have been working together for probably the whole time I've been retired, and we kind of called the food bank down here to see if they could use us. So we work a lot. We work every Wednesday mornings, doing different chores around here that they kind of depend on us, I think, to come in every Wednesday mornings. There's a group of about 6 of us that come in and work together.
Volunteers may do something as simple as sweep up and mop the white lines to make sure we're clean and good. Anywhere from packing backpacks or adopt-a-senior boxes to sorting food to cull out the donated product that's unacceptable or damaged. So it really runs the myriad, but it's really focused on food.
I got in touch with someone here at the Baton Rouge Food Bank and was going to volunteer here. In doing so, I found out about our own local pantry in Zachary and got to talking with different people, and I said, let me try it out. It was a good fit because the involvement there was just something that we all come together for the common good. Being able to give back and realizing how blessed we are in regards to the resources that we have. And by me volunteering, I also get a chance to interact with a lot of great people.
And it's the human element. I want to demonstrate an appreciation for that humanity, because yeah, people come to a food bank and they see, I don't know, maybe a church, and maybe that's an alienation to what they believe in philosophically, theologically, ideologically, but there's still that human element. I mean, we all had empty stomachs, everybody's had to scratch the itch, and to be able to acknowledge that there's somebody sitting across the table from you who is willing to give up their time. Most of these people are volunteers who are compassionate to that situation. That's what impressed me more than just receiving the materials that they're providing, is the fact that this human being is giving far more than just another meal. You know, they're giving their time, they're giving their compassion and their emotion. They're sharing my burden in that. That's personal. That's a real personal issue, and I can't be more grateful for that. And I want to demonstrate that to others as I leave.
You know, we've been here for 30 years, and we've been fighting to make a difference in our community, and we strive on a daily basis to do that. We know we've got hurdles ahead of us, but we still continue to fight hunger. We still continue to try to make a difference in people's lives on a daily basis. And we're going to do the best we can until we can either end it or we can supply enough to make sure that people are taken care of.